Hello everyone, welcome back. We're back again. We're going to be watching The Hunchback of Notre Dame. Kimmy here.
Mom here.
Storm here. I'm very excited to watch this with you ladies. They're blind to it. They know some things from it though. When we were setting up, Kim said her daughter loved it growing up. So you probably, I don't know if you'll recognize anything though, because you never really sat to watch it.
I never did.
Right?
No.
So it's an animation. It's by Disney. And right now I have the cast up. We're going to be watching on Disney Plus. And first thing we saw is Jason Alexander.
Yes.
Definitely.
Demi Moore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Tom Hulse.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Kline. Tony J. Charles Kimbrough. Mary Wicks.
She's an old-time actor with Lucille Ball.
Mm-hmm. And it goes on past the...
That's great.
Past the screen. It's cut off there. But yeah, this came out, it looks like in 1996. And it was directed by Gary Trousdale, Kirk Wise. It's comment right there. I'm reading the summary here, but let's minimize. And we won't read the description though on Disney Plus because that does spoil a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. So yeah, 1996. Shall we just get into it?
Yes, let's do it.
We'd love to.
And Notre Dame. I mean, hence, maybe we'll see Notre Dame.
Yes, I'm assuming so.
You were discussing during setup again about like the fire that took place, and it's so beautiful there, and it's just so devastating with what happened, you know?
That's the same.
Yeah, a lot of history for sure.
Oh.
Are you guys ready?
We're ready.
Because you know, they do not ring all by themselves.
They don't.
No, you see, boy, up there.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, he's going himself.
Oh,
man.
oh wow. That's a baby.
Give him back to his mom.
Oh. Oh my God.
Good morning. Will today be the day?
Oh, man! I thought he'd never leave.
Look at
Well, that's what you get.
Ew.
Here, get away from me. Go on, you bunch of buzzards. You're not made of stone like us.
made a stone like us.
Do you mind? I would like to have
They all look.
but not with you.
That's what birds do on statues.
As your friends and guardians.
Lunch.
He has to make him lunch.
Jeez.
Shall we review your alphabet today? E.
Eternal damnation.
Good. F.
Festival.
Uh-oh.
When your heartless mother abandoned you as a child, anyone else?
Murdered her.
Oh, liar.
They leave town for a couple of decades and they change everything.
Darn
Gentlemen,
them.
I'm looking for the palace of...
Hello.
Troublemaker.
Sit.
I'm sorry, naughty horse.
It's also horse.
At your service, sir.
You didn't want that long mustache.
Oh.
So he knows it's her.
Come on, boy.
I think he's changing his ways.
And the dogs.
Oh my God.
Are you all right? No harm done. Just try to be a little more careful.
Look at that disgusting display.
It's like I am. Look at them.
Oh no.
That's no mask.
It's his face. He's
Oh. That's sad.
He has to
Oh,
understand.
scared attention.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh God.
That was good.
Think he's ugly now? Watch this.
Oh, come on. That's not nice.
no, right on his neck.
Oh my God.
Just laughing.
Yeah, that's so sad.
Nope, he's allowing it.
Just turns his head.
Sir,
What's your
request
punishment?
permission to stop this cruelty.
the only fool I see is you.
Brave girl.
Arrest her.
Witchcraft. Wow.
Put your fingers.
I'm free. I'm free.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Whoa.
Oh,
my
dang it.
God.
Just wait for a second.
Skeleton.
What a woman. You fight almost as well as a man.
Funny. I was going to say the same thing about you.
A little below the belt, don't you think?
No.
I'm Phoebus. It means sun god.
Not impressed.
Is this an interrogation?
Good work, Captain. Now arrest her.
Claim sanctuary.
Minister Frodo learned years ago to respect the sanctity of the church.
You think you've outwitted me, but I'm a patient man. So typical of your kind to cloud the mind with unholy thoughts.
Oh my goodness.
It's like it's not you at all. It's your fault. It's blaming her.
Right?
You, bell ringer, what are you doing down here? Haven't you caused enough
Keep him
trouble
there.
already?
A vision of loveliness.
The one in the dress ain't bad either.
Got the girls chasing you already.
I'm really sorry about this afternoon. And the baker.
Oh no. Oh no.
That's making it worse.
How about it, Jolly?
What did she say? Frodo's nose is long and he wears a truss.
That's what he always said, you bet.
I'm not afraid. Now I'm afraid.
The trick is not to look down.
Oh no, he's just lost his handkerchief.
Oh no.
Wow, you're quite an acrobat.
Thank you.
That'll give you a little help.
Oh my God.
I hope I didn't scare you.
Not for an instant.
The noise.
To the court of mirrors.
Now, will you put me down, please?
He's so strong.
The trio.
Hand help. Nice.
He's so talented too.
Yes.
Burn it.
What?
All right, you've gone too far.
Yeah, yes.
Let him out.
Oh,
Open the door.
oh, it says.
And it's gonna go up
Yeah.
like that.
Oh
Oh no!
no. Oh. Oh, it says.
Ow.
God, bring
Oh
everything.
my God, look at that. Boy, yes.
You're telling me I'm losing to a bird.
Look at them.
Oh, it's a lost cause.
Nice work, Victor.
God.
I thought I was the cute one.
No, you're the fat, stupid one with the big mouth.
What are you saying exactly?
Take it, Squazzy.
Oh my God. Yeah.
His boobs.
Great. I could use a drink. Ah! Yes! Why is it whenever we meet, I end up bleeding?
You're lucky. That
Crushing.
He got his hopes up too.
Quick, we gotta stash the stuff.
Stash the stiff.
Oh my God. Oh God.
Without his help, I would never have found my way here.
Nor would I.
Oh man.
Follow.
being truthful.
Oh boy.
Choose me or the fire.
Not gonna be you.
The gypsy.
Nice.
Good. Good for him.
Oh, this poor guy's still in there.
Oh, jeez.
Oh no.
Oh, no.
Oh,
The question.
once you were.
Fly, my pretties, fly, fly.
That was
Oh
your
my God. Focus on- Oh, wow.
That's a terrible way to go, but he's gone. Oh, he's not gone.
I'm going to do what I should have done 20 years ago.
Oh,
He's the monster.
wow. It is a monster. Yep, there you go.
You have been judged.
Oh. Bye.
Famous last words.
Haha.
Wow,
Bad
nice. He's
Burn in
sleeping.
hell.
That's beautiful.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
cute, yeah. Oh, very good. Wanna kiss him? Oh, just
Don't you ever migrate.
That was a
Yay.
great
Yeah.
story. I loved it.
Wasn't it?
Yeah,
It was.
that was good.
It was very powerful
Yeah,
too.
sure
It was
was.
very emotional.
Oh,
very
wow,
dark.
oh, God.
Yeah, wasn't
Very
it?
dark, yeah.
Extremely.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, this is really good. I mean,
love the music too.
I was just gonna say that too. The music is
Oh,
beautiful.
Oh,
Every
sure
song in
has.
this
Yeah,
was
the
great
song,
and
yeah.
different too.
Yes.
Very
Definitely.
different kinds of music, and I love the one when Esmeralda's in the church singing about the people,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yeah,
even
yes.
Hellfire or whatever that Frollo was singing later.
Yes.
Yeah,
I mean,
like that. Oh.
Here, Esmeralda, she loves people. She's selfless, you know, and she really cares for a lot of people. And then you have Frollo, who's so corrupted, and I love how they show that, where he's like trying to be good, and he's in the eyes of God. Like, he's not trying to be good, but he keeps making excuses that he is, and he is so corrupted
God
in the
knows.
inside. So that whole fire song, and you know, him talking about how like he is corrupted because of this woman who is the devil or whatever, or just a bad person, and this gypsy is the problem, not me.
Yeah, right? That's right.
He's
Somebody-
lusting
She's the
for
dark.
her.
Yeah, she's the
Yeah.
evil, and oh my God,
And
that
he's
was
the
really
excuses.
extreme.
He was so evil.
Even to the end, like he's giving her a choice while she's at the stake.
Right,
being like,
as he's gonna
okay,
burn it.
yeah, you can stay with me. Like he's still desperate enough, even at that moment in front of everyone, although they can't hear him, but at that moment to be like, okay, you get this one chance still to be with
that
me
was so
or
sick.
nothing. You're gonna die. And
That's right,
yep,
right,
and then
right.
even at the end, he was about to behead her too. Like he's a sick man.
Yes, he's really-
Yes, and to just go
Wow.
into the church like that with sanctuary meant nothing to him.
Mm-hmm.
Like he just owns the entire, you know, the whole city of Paris.
Yeah, that was a great scene when Quasi held Esmeralda up like that
Yes.
and kept saying sanctuary to the people.
That's
Right.
And I think
right.
that really started turning them there. And then with Phoebus telling the people too, like, here he's terrorizing everyone, he's burning our city, and now he's attacking Notre Dame herself. I'm like, you know, that was a amazing scene, and everyone finally turned on.
Yeah, and
Frollo.
he even pushed the priest too in the church.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really threw him
yeah.
up.
And
Yeah.
even another really dark scene was, you know, trying to kill that poor family, that Miller family.
Yeah.
Just to,
That's right, yeah.
you know, just to do it like that, just I'll do it on my own hands, lock the door and just start the place ablaze. I mean,
Yeah,
that
it
is
is.
horrible.
Can you imagine having that much power where you can do so much wrong and it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
he's the law? I mean,
the
even
law.
the captain of the guard, like you have Phoebus, who, you know, I love him, you know, like I know it's a Disney movie and not everyone would be like that, but I love how pure he was, where he absolutely
Yeah,
would
there was-
not do that
There was a
and
line
defied
that was
him.
drawn, yes, and he
'Cause-
said, "No way, I'm not going any farther."
The family begging, saying like, we are nice to people openly to help them out, the weary traveler, and you know, we did no wrong. And here Frollo doesn't even care because he knows that he helped gypsies, and he's like, well, you're gonna burn, without even telling them that. Oh, well, you don't have to worry about it if you did no wrong, when he's already planning on murdering them in their own house.
Right.
Just incredibly scary, and then killing his captain of the guard right away, like no flinching or anything. He's so full of hate.
Yep.
He wants to control and
It was
obsessed with
horrible,
Esmeralda.
and it's amazing how it's so true. Who's the man and who's the monster?
Mm-hmm.
And
that's a great quote.
And it's so sad that here Quasi was he was held captive. Really, he was in jail. Really,
That's right,
for
yeah.
20 years.
Mentally
Tucked
abused.
him away.
That's right.
I mean, right off the bat, he should have given back, the baby to the mother right off the bat.
He was a servant, really.
Yes.
Yeah, terrible.
I mean,
Made him
he
feel like
murdered
he
the
was
mom right away,
Yes,
like when
he
she
did.
fell. So I know it was just awful on how
Yeah.
everything went down, and he doesn't even blame, like, oh well, she ran, I pursued, kind of thing.
She's the gypsy. It's not me. She's the gypsies are
He's
the
the
bad.
devil.
Yeah. He just pecking order. It's me and then everyone else.
That's
you know.
right,
And he has such a hate for them that he just puts them all in one
Yeah.
basket and says, like,
yeah.
like their
jeez.
fate is done. Like they're evil and they deserve to be punished. And it's pretty. It's a very powerful movie, very emotional too. I was teared up a few times during this, and I felt so bad for Quasi all the way through this. I mean, I'm so happy with the ending he got, where he was able to be free, and the people really liked him at that point, saw him as a hero.
That's right.
That's right.
It's amazing how one leader can really draw out the negative in people,
Definitely.
like Frollo did with the villagers. I mean, they thought he was just gruesome, and it was really sad when they had the Festival of Fools, and they put him as the king, and he thought, "Oh, this is so nice," but he didn't realize that they were teasing him.
That's right.
They were saying
was
how ugly
attention.
he was, and it was
That's
just
right,
so
yeah,
sad
very
to
sad.
see that because
Yeah.
he didn't realize
Yeah.
until it got too far.
Yeah. I think, because that's an interesting scene too. I'm glad you brought that up, and I hope you guys can also comment on that as well, where I was kind of wondering where, like, he kind of knew what was going on there, but then he got overwhelmed with the attention and everyone was happy about it, so then he thought it was a positive thing because he's never been around other people besides his master. And so he's like, oh, this is a positive thing, they're cheering for me. And then once things turned violent a bit,
Right.
and then
started
they got
throwing
more
food at him.
aggressive and nasty, and it wasn't so like anymore, that's when it really got bad for him. But I think he knew there were insults, but it was still maybe not, but I think, like, because it was attention and it was kind of positive, even though it was really negative, that he was just so, he
let
was
it
tearing
happen.
up too, but he was like, oh my God, I'm getting
And
positive attention.
Yeah, they were calling him king, so...
And his master always abused him. Oh, well, your mother abandoned you. You're a hideous monster. Like, the world will not accept you. And so anything beyond that, anything that seems like positive energy, like he got overwhelmed and was emotional by it. So I felt so bad for him. And it's a tragic story. I mean, a lot of Disney films, there's so many different kinds. You can't compare like that. But it's not like just a, yay, happy, you're going to sing about being a princess or wanting... something more, yes, but he had a bad life. Like, he was tortured, abused all his life. He'll never be able to change his looks, and he keeps telling everyone that he's a hideous monster.
That's all he knows. That's all he was told.
And people make fun of him. He finds a friend that he starts to fall in love with, and, I know it's quick, but, like, he has a good crush on her.
But he's never felt... No one's
that,
ever, and he's other than the gargoyles and his friends in the tower, but he's never had someone, say anything that was kind to him,
Oh,
and
yeah,
this
she was
here's
so
this beautiful
kind to him,
woman,
yeah.
you know, giving him attention. Of course, he's gonna fall in love
Sure.
with the idea
That's true.
That's right.
of love. You know,
Well, I'm glad that worked out in the end.
I am
that
too, because
was great
That
friendship.
was good.
Yes,
I
Putting
want-
their hands together, and his was on
he
top.
accepted it. That was
Yeah.
sweet. It looks like they're going to be a family.
Yeah,
like
like
they're
that.
going to be
Yes.
good
That's
friends
good.
together. And
It
I'm
was
glad
good.
he accepted that. And he had his first heartbreak too, but nothing happened there. It was just him like
Yeah.
really caring. And she
Right.
cares for him too, but not like that.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad they didn't get together. I want to see Quasi fall in love and have a happy life, but it was more realistic to me because it was too quick of any of that happening.
Oh,
And, you know, being friends first. And it doesn't always work out, you
Right.
know, and
Yeah.
it's hard. It's really hard. So in a way, like I am glad he didn't get together with her because that would have been too predictable and like a Disney kind of
Yeah.
yes,
happy
That's right,
ending.
yeah.
Yeah,
But he found self-acceptance. He made good friends,
That's
and
right.
it was happy
That's
for
right.
him
and
at
she
the end.
and she
That's
gave
good.
him the confidence he needed. So same with Phoebus. I mean, he gave him confidence as well.
Yeah,
So it
she
worked
did.
out nicely that they both, you know, were really rooting for him, and they needed him. He really helped them along the way.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Really strong too, and an acrobat. He was so
Yes, he
agile,
was.
just leaping and swinging from gargoyle to gargoyle, post to post. Like it was amazing.
Yeah. God,
that's
very
right.
good.
And
A lot of upper body
man,
strength.
By Frollo, boy,
And I
He
love
was
the,
what
great
an
at being evil.
I
man.
love the trio, the gargoyle trio.
Yeah.
Oh yes.
That was
They were a
funny.
lot of fun, especially only half-bodied, hobbling around. So this is overthinking it because I know they interacted with a lot of different people in this and the soldiers at the end. But do you think they were actually real? Because in Disney, a lot of creatures come to life. Sometimes you have some magic things happen and you just accept it for what it is. Or do you think that was all in Quasimodo's mind and he made them up and they were never real to begin with?
I think maybe it was in his mind. They weren't really real.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think he made it up.
I
At
think
first,
so too, because I don't
yeah.
think we saw them moving around right when Esmeralda was up there.
Yeah.
They usually freeze, and then Jolly actually saw Hugo, and Hugo did kissy face, and Jolly went, "Huh? Like
Oh,
what?"
wow, okay.
So there were some interactions, and at the end, Hugo was also shooting rocks or something at the
That's
soldiers,
right.
and they were
Yeah,
falling
those
down,
puddles up.
and they were helping with that. But I took it as, you remember a scene?
No, I remember. No, but I remember from Gargoyles. From when we saw Gargoyles before, they come to life, don't they? At night.
Yeah, it's a little different this yeah,
Yeah, but I mean,
but we
that's
used to
what I
watch
was
Gargoyles. Yeah, we used to watch Gargoyles. And one of the soldiers sounded like Broadway too. And I kept saying that before. I was like, it sounds like Broadway. But I kind of think they were in his mind. I love the idea of those characters, and I just accept it when, because I love talking animals and Disney, and but because so many other things, I mean, then you have Jolly too, who's a very smart goat and knows exactly what the humans are doing. But I really think they were in Quasi's mind, and he was alone for so long. He only had his master, and
no one else.
Yeah, so he had to.
He
have
has a great
someone.
imagination.
Left him up there
Sure
by
does.
himself,
Right.
and he named all his bells. They were three of them were
that's what it was,
triplets.
yes,
He had quite the imagination.
Why
and
not?
talented.
He was extremely
himself,
talented.
basically,
What
yeah.
a carver he was.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
attention to detail. So, I think being so creative and being alone all the time, he probably made up friends. I mean, it's very different, but thinking of Castaway, how, Tom Hanks, he had Wilson,
Oh, yeah,
and he
yeah,
was
Wilson
talking to
had-
Wilson, and he was living to him.
Yes.
Some kind of a companion. Have to have something there.
Otherwise, he'll go
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
So I'm glad Quasimodo actually ended up being a decent, really good guy,
yes, he
honestly,
was,
because
very much,
being
yeah.
abused all his
It
life,
could have been, yes.
told he was a
Could-
monster. You think
yeah.
he'd
could
be
have been a
bitter
mirror
and cruel,
image
too.
of his master.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Thank goodness he wasn't. Oh,
So maybe even having these nice friends, whether he made them up or not, these gargoyles,
right, yeah.
I think that also helped his mentality to keep him
Sure.
kind and
Oh, that's good. Yeah. Wow.
yeah, very emotional. The animation I love so much in this movie. It's so smooth and beautiful and
It was.
everything about it,
I love the music and the singing.
Me too. It was
Yes.
very
Yes.
powerful in this and focused on Notre Dame itself. Like, it was just great.
Oh, yeah.
Just amazing. I mean, think of all the work that went into that cathedral. I mean,
I see that. Wow.
incredible. I mean, it's so sad now. I know they're rebuilding a lot of it, but
Yes.
Man, I mean, even all the way up in the bell towers and how intricate everything is up there, and you can actually live up there. I mean, it's harsh living,
Yeah, the
but
attention
it's
to detail was
huge.
magnificent. Yeah,
Wow. Yeah, very good film.
I loved it.
I did too.
Me too. Do you have a favorite character? So throw that in there.
Quasimodo.
Quasi Laverne.
Yes.
I loved the gargoyles.
They were.
And I loved Esmeralda. I loved her.
Yeah, I really did too.
And
Phoebus.
she was such a strong person, a strong character to really just fall in love with. I mean, how can you not? I mean, she was just so selfless and
she was
strong, and she had opinions, and they were the right opinions. She wanted to have people be treated equally.
Right.
I agree. Yeah, she was definitely my favorite one.
Yeah, she was good.
And I know that Frollo made a great villain. I really like him as a villain.
I totally
stand him, but and the voice acting there was just incredible.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Absolutely incredible. Loved it.
Wow.
Yeah, everything. So guys, let us know what you thought of this movie. Thank you again for requesting this. You can check out our links below if you're watching on YouTube, if you want to vote, if you want to request things. We usually see things on Patreon more, but we try to do our best to see all our requests on YouTube. And yeah, if you want to check out the full reaction, you can watch along with us on Patreon too. That's always a lot of fun. We have a lot of patrons who enjoy that, and we appreciate you guys helping us out so we can keep creating for you guys.
That's right.
So anything else you want to add?
No, I just enjoyed it very much. It was very emotional.
Yeah, I loved, even Victor was hilarious.
Oh, I know, so emotional too. He was great. He was probably my favorite gargoyle. Yeah, I loved him. Yeah. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always. Bye, guys.
Bye.